And welcome back, guys, to episode 15 of the CrunchTime podcast with myself, TJ.
Yeah, myself, Manny. Come on.
And unfortunately, we have some massive news today. I'll be honest, it's been a decision that we've had to speak about and kind of, see what the best option was and will be. And I think we've come to that conclusion.
Yeah.
So we wanted to start off with that. You probably noticed a short episode today, but unfortunately, this will be our last episode of CrunchTime podcast.
That's so brazy to say.
Mad to say
That's
that.
so brazy to hear as well. Like, I'm like, hang about. Yeah.
But I wanted to assure you that me and Manny haven't fallen out. We're still absolute brothers who hate him sometimes. But
why are you lying to the camera? I do hate him sometimes. Love, bro.
But no, we're still absolute brothers, still family, etc. It's just when we created this podcast, obviously we have different careers. We both have other, personal adventures.
Yeah.
And we always said that, it was going to go two ways. It was either going to be a situation where this would hopefully blow and it would be something that we can do as a full-time career, or it would be in the fact that our personal careers will come over that. And I think we both had that struggle throughout. And obviously, we have been we've pushed it and we have done really well, I believe, from where we're at. But unfortunately, I'll hand it over to Manny to tell you why this is the situation.
It's kind of brazy to even have this. I think this is, like you said, the first time I felt very vulnerable in front of this camera.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, guys, as TJ has said, yeah, I found out a couple of days ago that I am going to be away. I'm going to be away for 6 months doing a theatre project, and it's come as a shock. It's definitely been 2 days since I got the thing. Yeah. So by the time this comes out, it'll probably be a week since I've heard. But yeah, such is the life. I think especially with acting, for a lot of people who don't do it, I think it is that thing of sometimes we had so much plans for how this podcast would go for the next couple months as well, and so many other things I was doing in my life. But then once I got the call, it was like, right, the next 6 months, you're not even going to be in London. There's a potential part of the tour where I'll be in America. You know what I mean? So give me recommendations, guys. But yeah, it's kind of come as a shock, but also it's a new stage of my career, hopefully, and also for both of us with our personal ventures. It might not be the end, So don't be like, oh yeah, these man done out here. 2025, who knows? But for now,
for the next 6 months, this will be the last one.
Yeah.
And like we said, the one thing we wanted to do is have this final conversation with you guys. I feel like the support you've shown us, the love you've shown us, it's been tremendous. And, it's like we always discuss, like there'd be random times that somebody will message me like, oh, I love the pod this time, or I'll see someone I haven't spoken to for ages and they'll big it up. And, and we're thankful for that. But like we said, we have personal adventures, we have personal careers that we knew would always have, you've had things where we've had to delay things and do things with this pod. I've had the same, that we've all had different situations. So we knew coming into this that this was going to be hard work to work around our schedules, and we were fine with that. But obviously, especially with different situations, we look at, and this is one thing where we like, well, one, he's not even going to be in the country for us to record.
Might Zoom for the podcast. I don't know, guys.
But we just feel like this is the best thing to do for now. Like you said, we never say never. We don't know what the future is going to hold. But for now, this is where we're at.
Yeah. It's been a mad one. It's been a mad couple of weeks as well. Like what? I mean, yeah, even with this audition and it's just kind of thrown me. Yeah, I think I'm still. It's still so surreal.
Yeah. I mean, and to be fair, if you guys know us and you know us personally, or just through this podcast, like I said again, we have personal adventures. This guy, if you've not heard, because you've been living on a rock recently, or been watching TV or doing anything at the moment, you'll have seen this guy starring in the latest McDonald's advert. So big him up.
Crazy.
Wild.
Crazy.
Wild. I remember when he first rang me and was there like, Yeah, I got it. So it's crazy. And I know that I've had bare people message me like, oh my God, is that Manny? Is that your friend on the... I was like, yeah, my mum did everything. So it'd be nice to kind of, this is showing you where our other adventures are. Like, we are doing other things outside of this. So yeah, how did that come across? How was the shoot? Like, it'd be interesting to see. I mean, I know anyway, but, give the listeners and the viewers.
Mate, it's been insane because... So... Obviously, having an agent, which I'm very grateful for that, you work alongside them. And my agent came to me with this audition. So for some of you actually didn't know, the first 2 months of this year, I had actually busted my ankle. So I wasn't able to move around. Even for when we did the Karim episode, I had an ankle, I had a moon boot on. Do you know what I'm saying? It was a tough couple first months. But anyway, the audition comes through. My agent's like, yeah, I wasn't in London at the time. So he said, well, you just send in a self-tape as you do. So I sent in my first one and, it was fun. It was that what you see in the advert, I will put it down here, is the exact same they told me to do for the audition. So I did that first by myself, which is always the wildest thing to do. If you don't know, like recording a self-tape, recording a self-tape by yourself is so weird because you're like pressing record, you have to react, but you know what I mean, there's nothing to react off. So yeah, I did that. They sent me in for a recall, so I came to London, met them in the Spotlight offices, which is like the actors directory, almost the yellow pages for actors. Met them in there, did the recall, and then they told me, yeah, you've got the gig. So yeah, with the Mackey's thing, it was 2 days of shooting. It's so funny because everyone's asked me the same question: how many burgers did I eat? And I'm just gonna air it out here, guys. So they had a food stylist on set who was making the burgers to perfection. Like, shout out the guy. He was on it. Every time I would take a bite and we'd cut, he would come back with a whole new burger. And bear in mind, he wasn't just making my burger, he was making the other two people as like 3 burgers all at the same time. He was amazing. But I had over 20 quarter pounders. So I'm sure anyone would understand. I'm only a chicken selects kind of guy now. I can't. Yeah. Respectfully.
Burgers.
Yeah, respectfully. Yeah. It's done. But yeah, I think it's really cool, especially with commercials, because you're there for a finite time.
Yeah.
It's not like a theater project or TV film. You're there just to do this, to sell a product, to make a statement. And yeah, I really enjoyed that time, and the cast were really cool. And I think it's so surreal hearing all the places people have heard or seen the advert. Like, I got calls after the Arsenal game, Champions League. We won't talk about that.
I don't know why you have to mention that.
Quick little, make it light-hearted. But I got calls after the Champions League game or during the break. People have heard it on the radio. People are going to see the Back to Black, that Amy Winehouse movie.
It was on the TV then?
Yeah, it was in the cinema. People were like, how am I seeing your mug in the cinema?
This is why, like, he's made it now. He has to leave.
Hey, man. Start something.
That's the actual truth. Do you know what I mean?
No,
Fame's got to his head.
Fame's got, never. Humble.
No, but joking aside.
Yeah.
But no, honestly, like, again,
Crazy.
this is what we're saying. It's these personal adventures that we knew was always going to be, this was going to blow, or we're going to do it like this, and yeah, I think we're at that point.
Yeah,
and
man.
obviously big yourself up. I'm proud of you for always exploring it and always, following them dreams you've always had from, like, even when we met at uni. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. We met in 2016. We worked out last night. 2016. You've known me for a long time.
You can do the math, could you then? Quick.
Yeah. Quick thing. I was like, wait.
It's like 8 years, I think, coming on to.
Yeah, 8 years. Yeah. Still, that's crazy.
Yeah, wild.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying, it's like you said, we're not falling out. It's just the best for both our careers, I think, moving forward. And I think the adventures we have personally will just flourish now. Obviously, this was never a burden to us because we love it. And obviously,
bro, we were
look
in
at this place now. Like, it's amazing. So always big up the podcast room. Do you know what I mean? Like, we could never be where we are without them, especially for helping us with everything from the get-go to now. So if you ever need a podcast or anything, we'll drop the link in below, but this is the place to go.
Come on.
And look at it. They've upgraded now.
Like, we have our logo on the back of the thing.
This has never been Do you know what I mean? So
Start from the bottom.
they're making moves. Hopefully we'll be here one day, maybe as guests or maybe doing our own again.
Yeah.
We don't know. But like I said, for now, this is the best thing. So again, like we said, shout out to the podcast room. I want to say thank you to anyone who's been a part of the podcast, either as a guest or helped out in any way.
Mate, you have to shout out.
Yeah, I really want to shout out Maz for changing everything on our podcast. Like if you've been a listener or a viewer from day one, you know where from the thumbnails we used to have to the thumbnails we have now. The transition screens, just our logo got upgraded, everything. Like, yeah, so I want to say a massive thank you to her. And if you ever need a logo or anything like that, again, I'm putting details in the bottom. Please, please.
She revamped our whole YouTube, our whole socials. It's crazy.
Yeah, so we can never be more thankful to her.
Yeah.
And again, all the guest interviewers who's been on, who we've interviewed, our guests who've been friends. You know, my favorite was the football podcast, which was really interesting.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can't thank you for them enough to come on and help us with this journey we had. And again, to all you guys, you know, viewers, listeners, everything.
It's also the people, I think what you realize with when you start doing this, and we've been doing it for over a year, first of all, a lot of new ideas never make it over 6 months.
Yeah.
So that's always a threshold, they say.
Of course.
But it's so interesting seeing all the people who, sometimes you don't need vocal supporters all the time, but
you just know who likes it all the time.
Yeah.
You know who's commenting on it all the time. You know who's sharing it all the time.
Yeah.
And obviously, thank you to everybody who doing that, because we know who you are. And
even the people who just come across you, like you say, people through your everyday walk of life, and they're like, oh, I have seen videos of that or whatever. Yeah. It just, you just don't know how far the reach is.
Exactly. Even random people. I've had messages from random people like, oh, I love the pod, or comments on different things just randomly from people we've never met, seen, know.
Yeah.
So again, just, big all yourselves up. And I'm like I said, it's unfortunate we're at this position where we're having to do it. But again, we wouldn't be best friends to let each other stop in our own adventures.
Of course, man.
And you know, it's a big move for you. So yeah,
it's crazy. 6 months away from London.
Isn't it?
Wild, but we'll see. You know, it's a whole new journey. Never experienced it before, and you know, who knows where it goes from there.
Exactly.
You know,
never say never. You never know where this is going to go.
Facts.
But yeah, we wanted to give you kind of a final send off instead of just a big announcement on Instagram.
That would have been dead on social. Just like, by the way, PSA. We like, nah, bro.
We wanted to give you a proper video and proper sign off. And
come on.
And I mean, we've had some really good moments in here, some really good guests.
You said your favorite memory was football.
Definitely the football one has to be like being a footballer, having all the man them on as well, like all your boys, and we just talked about football for like over an hour.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm gonna miss doing the kind of the review. But, you know, hopefully Arsenal do pull it off. I doubt it. City does a juggernaut. They just always pull through.
Yeah, they're doing some mad bogey stuff. Yeah. My only prediction from that was Villa.
Yeah, you got Villa. Well, at the moment you got Villa right.
Yeah.
They fluffed it last night, but at the moment you got Villa right.
Only Villa right. Yeah. And I'm happy with that.
I think I said Wolves relegated, which is wild because they're not even close.
Yeah, lad.
But obviously Sheffield United, I said, which definitely get relegated. Sure. Luton are close. Forest even in there. But
crazy.
But
crazy.
It's wild. But I think that's it really. That's all. That's all we can say. Again, thank you to everybody. Thank you to you.
Thank you to you, G.
It's been a journey. It's been a journey.
Also, Astra, you know, dance, like
how we started it.
Yeah, from that start. It's crazy because it was last year March or something.
It was literally because it was like a year ago in Feb, wasn't it? So,
Feb. We then come together, have the idea, and then March. It's crazy to see how far we've come.
Big yourself up, Astra, as well. I know you wanted to get back as a guest. Unfortunate that isn't going to happen. But thank you for starting that journey with us.
Come on.
But mainly thank you to you, bro, for the support and the guidance you've given me over this period. And I'm gonna miss seeing your face every month. Obviously, I'm still going to see you, don't worry.
Yeah. You have to come see the show, bro.
Exactly. I'll be there anyway, fam.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Raw.
But before we both cry.
Hold it down, right? It's actually like, hello, Mush.
Big love to all of you. Have you got anything else to say before?
Guys, it's been a pleasure. You know, it's not a goodbye. So I'll see you later. You know what I mean? And man, stay tuned. We got... I'm just excited to see what the future holds for both of us, regardless of what comes of this. I think there's so much on the horizon for the both of us. And you know, you guys follow us on socials. If you don't, what are you doing? But yeah, like there's a lot we're doing, and that's also exciting because with this time, there's a lot of other times for other possibilities and other opportunities and whatnot. But we just wait and see. Yeah, man.
So love and guidance to all of you. Again, thank you for watching, subscribing, following, all of that. Again, you know, drop a comment if you've loved what we've done with this so far.
Yeah, tell us your favorite memory, please. Would love to hear that.
Yeah, and yeah, if you want to message us and talk to us, feel free. Our DM's are always open. So yeah, to all of you, love and guidance.
Come on. Thank you very much, guys. Episode 15. Take care.
Peace.
Bruh. Pain in my head, no, I'd rather be dead.